Alright, so I've been playing Basketrio for a few days now. This is not my first time playing it, but this time around, after experiencing high elo in Street Ball All-Star, I'm enjoying it significantly more. In today's video, I'm going to point out the major differences between SBA and Basketrio. So, alright, the biggest difference between Basketrio and SBA is the character setup. In Street Ball All-Star, you have set stats you'll gain from your cells, but in Basketrio, it's completely different. In Basketrio, you level up and receive stat points that you can put into whatever you want. Do you want to be a center that shoots threes? You could easily create a much better three-point center build in Basketrio because you don't have to rely on getting three-point from cells that don't exist. I kid you not. You want to be a dunking point guard. You can distribute your stat points into layup/dunk and not have to rely on a set amount from your cells. This definitely comes in handy because it's much easier to make a character whatever you want them to be in comparison to Street Ball All-Star. Another outstanding difference is the fact that when you level up, the stat points you receive will be available for every character you currently own, as well as any characters you unlock in the future. Let's say, for example, I leveled up to a point I have 150 stat points available. That isn't only for one character, it's for every character I currently have unlocked and every character I unlock in the future. Opposed to Street Ball All-Star, this system is much better, considering you can instantly boost a newly unlocked character stats instead of only being able to max a character stats once per season. We know how that goes, man. You're waiting until next season comes around so you can get those resources to upgrade your cells. And yes, man, it is very annoying. So moving on to the ability system. In Street Ball All-Star, each character has 7 set abilities, 4 exclusives, and 3 staples. You can't use any abilities outside of the ones that are set for that character, which kills, build, variety. On the other hand, in Basketrio, every position has a set list of abilities they can choose from. It's not just 7, man. It's like 20, maybe even 30 abilities you get to choose from. So yeah, man, much better than only having 7 that you can only use. This helps a lot because it creates build variety. You want to be a shooting point guard with pinpoint pass? That's possible. You want to be a big with specific pass? That is definitely possible. You want to be a point guard with a huge dribble move bag? That is definitely possible. Any position can have abilities placed on them to create any type of build you want, and it will more consistently be effective compared to Street Ball All-Star, where shooting point guards can't pass across the court. Think about Jackie. Think about Justin. The only thing they're missing is a pinpoint pass. If they had a pinpoint pass, they would be broken, and that's why Nana's one of the best point guards in the game when it comes down to Street Ball All-Star, because she's a point guard, she can shoot, and she also has a pinpoint pass. That is the only thing putting her over people like Jackie and Justin. So yeah, man, any position can have abilities placed on them. You can be whatever you want, and also, when you unlock an ability and upgrade it, the unlocked and upgraded ability will be available to any character you currently own or unlock in the future, and guess what? It will still be upgraded. If I get my dive to level 6 and then I unlock a new point guard, once I equip dive on that point guard, it will still be level 6. I don't have to level it up a second time. I don't have to level it up a third time. I don't have to level it up a 4th time, and that definitely comes in handy because it helps me save my resources to upgrade other abilities. So the build variety is significantly better in Basketrio. Now moving on to the gameplay, these mechanics are significantly different as well. First, we'll talk about the stamina system. In Basketrio, there's a stamina system which gives you a certain amount of things you can do based on your capacity. If you sprint, which everyone in the game can do on both offense and defense, you lose stamina. If you do a dribble move, you lose stamina. If you dive for the ball, you lose stamina. This is a great system because it forces people to use the sprints and dribble moves wisely, which creates a much higher skill ceiling than Street Ball All-Star, with the cooldown on dribble moves and the ability to spam dives back to back. As of right now, Street Ball All-Star has one character that can sprint. Next, we're talking about the steal mechanic. In Street Ball All-Star, you could be behind your opponent and still get the steal. In Basketrio, that simply isn't the case. If the big has his back turned towards you, you will not be able to rip him from behind. Pause. The only way you could get a steal is if the defender is facing you, you're right on them, and you're on the side they're dribbling the ball. Also, every character in the game has a chance to grab the ball with that steal instead of it falling to the ground. Street Ball All-Star currently has one person capable of doing this. Next, we're talking about the shooting mechanics. There are no shot meters in Basketrio, and I'm not sure if you have to just know the release time or not since I just started, but I'm still seeing consistency no matter when I release my shoot button. Definitely helps because in Street Ball All-Star, you land in the green and still miss wide open shots with insane builds. Drift shot can be equipped to any shooting guard in the game. You heard that right. And the ability isn't specific to an area of the court. Think about Street Ball All-Star. You're either going to have a drift mid shot or a drift 3-point. You cannot have both at the same time unless they create a character for that. But inside of Basketrio, if you equip it, you'll be able to use it in the mid area and the 3-point line, and it will only take up one ability slot, and it definitely comes in handy, man. And let's not even talk about the fadeaway shots with significantly more accuracy than the ones in Street Ball All-Star. I've seen people consistently sink those, and I really do mean consistently, man. They are consistently sinking those fadeaway shots. It doesn't reduce your accuracy by too much like in Street Ball All-Star, so you can equip fadeaway to any non-big, and it isn't exclusive to an area of the court. If you equip it, you will definitely be able to use it in the mid-range area as well as the 3. Every big in the game has access to post-up and fadeaway. Street Ball All-Star currently has one character capable of doing this. Now, onto the screen mechanic. I like the Street Ball All-Star screen mechanic better because, well, someone running into your screen doesn't stun you and stop you from rolling off. I have a contact build on, and I still experience this issue. Onto defense, almost every position has access to flying block, and every big in the game has access to flying block as well. Guaranteed, man. Another thing I'd like to note is the blocking mechanic for double pumps in Basketrio. In Street Ball All-Star, if you block before they release the ball, they will continue the animation and release it. But in Basketrio, if they double pump too early, you can block it in the middle of the animation before they release the ball, and that definitely helps a whole bunch, man, because inside Basketrio, you have to wait until they try to jump up and block, and then you switch it up into a double pump. You can't just decide beforehand that you're going to do a double pump. So yeah, man. Now let's talk about passing. The passing in this game is much better as well. The higher your pass stat is, the higher chance you have of performing a good pass with a longer accuracy boost as well as more bonus accuracy. With properly distributed stat points, any character in the game can achieve this. I haven't been playing very long, but these are the huge differences I've noticed between these two games so far. Is Basketrio better than SBA? That's a matter of perspective, man. Some people like the simplicity of Street Ball All-Star. Some people like the skill ceiling and variety of Basketrio. What's better to you is based on your preference, but personally, I feel Basketrio is much better because, well, variety. That's it. Now catch y'all on the next one.